It doesn't work this way. Until our obedience is complete, we will never judge the disobedience of the devil against us. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 5 and 6. We will never judge the disobedience of the devil against us until our obedience is complete. You cannot obey God at a loss. You disobey God at your peril. We began by sharing the short line of exhortation yesterday. Let me say this again. The Lord impressed this again in my heart. Psalm 112 that we read. He said, blessed is the man that fears the Lord and who delights greatly in his commandment. He said, his descendants shall be mighty upon the heart. The generation of the upright shall be blessed. Anything we are doing right now is actually for a generation. If you fear God, only reference for God in everything that you do, and you greatly obey all his commandments, you will not only be blessed. The Bible says your seed shall be mighty upon the earth. I told us yesterday, I said, there are many people you see that they are unserious, they go about life so casual, and yet they make good things out of life. The question is, what really happened? Does it mean that we are not in the same class? Does it mean we don't take the same salary, but yet the result is different? It might be that their parent has prayed ahead. Jokingly speaking, I told you, imagine, Pastor Adeboye gave back to me biologically. Imagine. The few things I need to run around to catch up with right now, you see, he has dug enough well for the water to reach even the children. Because a good man leaves inheritance for his children. You see, among the legacy we must actually hand over to our children is a legacy of answered prayer. That God answered our prayer to this level. This is where my children will continue. Believe this. Believe this. Think of it. That our parent has prayed the kind of prayer that we are praying now. They labor so fervently, sincerely, genuinely. They greatly obey the commandment of the law. The Bible said, their seed shall be mighty upon it. Said the generation of the upright shall be blessed. Beloved, my children has future. Because I'm genuinely obeying God. And I'm secured because I greatly obey his commandments. Let me tell you this and go home with this. Don't doubt it. This is scripture. When you see other people's children, or you see your colleagues scaling a height that you cannot tell, it might be that their parent has prayed. Let me say this. Every covenant that you enter into, that covenant does not die with you. That covenant also reflects on the life of your children. And that's why your name does not come alone. Your name comes with the one who gave birth to you. David, Joshua, David. Your name can't even stand alone. It has to attest to the one who gave birth to you. When you study scripture, when they want to introduce somebody in scripture, they say, Elijah the Tishbite. They didn't tell us who gave birth to him, but they actually gave us an address where he came from. Name actually give us the foundation or a CV of where you come from. Let me put it that way. Long story short, we should not be tired of praying. We should not be tired of serving God. We should not be tired of obeying his commandment greatly. What we are doing right now, our children will benefit. Some of you know my heartbeat when it comes to prayer. And you see the way I pray sincerely from the depth of my heart. You know that my children won't do the same. Not that they won't pray, but they won't labor as I labored. There are wells you need to dig for generations to come and drink. And any covenant you enter into as a person, it will begin a new order in the family where you came out from. There are families where they don't get married. Only one person will come and stop the plague. Why? Because you prayed enough to stop it. The generation of the upright. He didn't say your own alone. He said your generation. The generation of the upright shall be blessed. Your seed will be mighty upon the hand. A guarantee. He said the generation that even follows after you will be blessed. Think about it. Think about it this way. If the wealthiest man in Africa give birth to you, and before they can time you to be the wealthiest man in Africa, you must be one way or the other operate some level of billions. Is that so? And that's your father. He has dug enough well, but actually be able to sustain some financial realities. And you come in to meet that abundance to the glory of God. Would you ever pray, wake up one morning and say, oh God, send me 1 million? No, you are past that level for life. For life. Where our father stopped, that's where we are starting. Where you stop is where your children will start. The generation of the upright shall be blessed. Let's obey God. Let's delight greatly in his commandments. Let's serve God without reservations. I've seen people who prayed maybe some 2-3 days, or maybe they fasted 21 days, and then what they are trusting God for, the thing did not happen, and they stop praying. Prayer does not help your church. Believe what I'm saying. The prayer you are praying help you first. Praying for your church is your duty, a responsibility, a commandment from God. But believe me, that obedience helps you, not the church. Because you need something to obey God with before God will bless you. Giving my tithe does not help this church. Believe what I say. It's just a system of obedience for me to climb higher. I was in a meeting sometimes ago. This young man followed me, and they asked us to give offering, and the person said we should give the best of our offering. So I brought everything I have, and there was nothing in the account. So everything in my pocket, so I brought it out and said, post inside envelope and give it to them, including the 30 naira. Not only the substance money, but including the 30. I said, just give it. That's not our church. I'm not doing that. Because they don't even know how much I give. That is between me and God and the young man who packed the offering. It wasn't our church. It was a meeting we went to. That obedience, is it? They don't need that offering in that place. If I didn't give it, what God will do, God will still do. It was just an opportunity for me to rise. Can I hear say amen? This is an opportunity for us to press into a dimension of a covenant that will be eternal. Because whatever the Lord doeth shall be for. That covenant will remain with your family forever. Because the word of God endures. How many of us have some rough experiences in life and you want to pass over the same thing to your children? Let me see your hand. Pray now. Pray now. Pray like your life depends on this thing. As a matter of fact, your life depends on this thing. I have no alternative to anything I'm doing. And that's why when it's time to pray, you see, a few of you that are close to me will know that imagine that this church decides to pay me salary. How much would they pay me with the kind of things I'm doing? Think about it. Think about it. That's okay. Few of you that actually, maybe one of you or two of you are in council, who are in church council, you are here. And I sit down and say, we want to be paying pastor salary. How much will come to your heart? How much? I can be here 7:30 to 10 p.m. sometimes 2 days, sometimes 1 week, just going about the Father's business. How much do you want to pay for that kind of time? You know I'm doing this? I've seen this. That when you dig well enough in God, your children will be mighty upon the earth. Even your generation will be blessed. I've seen it. I won't come late to church. You know why? Not to impress people, not because I'm the pastor. If I come late, nobody questions me. How many of you agree with me? If I decide to come, nobody will know. I'm reporting. If I steal church money, nobody questions me. You won't even know. You see how much I write that you will see? But I won't do that. My generation must be blessed. My seed must be mighty upon the heart. Must be. What we are doing now is legacy that we'll hand over to our children. Believe me. Believe me. When we are trying to put this building together, few of you who came early, I know many of us were not in church then. And maybe 2 or 3 of us were here at the beginning. You saw the way I would carry block. You saw the way I would do this. If few persons were even few persons were even around us that time thought it's too much. Few persons will see me carrying the wheelbarrow, moving this and moving that, and then in your heart, is that your pastor? But the wisdom I gained from the labor we did to put this building together, I've passed that level for life. I won't repeat that class because I did it well. Stop repeating the class of destiny. The opportunity you have now, maximize it. Praying 1 hour in the Holy Ghost, you are not helping your neighbor. You are helping yourself first. It is when it is well with you that your neighbor can eat from it. If you are broke, your neighbor is broke. Can you help yourself? You are blind, your neighbor is blind. Can you even see for yourself? It is when it is well with you that you can help others. Am I sensible here? Tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. Don't wait until you hear sound. And say, don't worry, they will do some few prayers first. So in time, I will now come. No, sir. No. Never mind the people that you see. When it's time for miracle service, the whole church will be full. Is that so? As if we are miracle mongers. No. When it's time for reality in Bible study or intense prayer, how many people will come? Organize Friday night vigil and tell everybody we are praying 12 hours before morning. You see the numbers that will come. We choose to go from pillar to post seeking what is not lost. The Bible said, who is here among you that want to build the tower? What did he say you should do? He said, sit down. He didn't say go about. Going about is a system of immaturity. I said it here before. He said you can be refreshed going about, but you can't last long going about. It is in sitting down. You see, this should actually be like a church to us. Like, we pray 1 hour to energize you to bring about a new dimension of strength to go back and do some homework. In every lecture, their homework. Is that so? This class work, homework should be at home. That's it. Can I say amen? Our children will be blessed. Our generation will be blessed. I want to pray that God will give you grace to dig deeper into the realms of the Spirit. In the name of Jesus. If we can dig deeper and sufficiently can encounter God, we can talk like Abraham, Jehovah Jireh, the Lord who provides. We can begin to quote the name of the Lord. Encoded in the name of the Lord is an encounter and experience. How many of us can bring up new name? Jehovah Roye, Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Rapha, the Lord that heals. He manifested the healing in the life of one, and that's why he said, Jehovah is my Rapha. How many of us have an encoded name that you say, this one is an experience between me and God, an encounter that I can say? Can you say Jehovah, your name? We need to dig. I was already putting in mind before. I said, these 7 days of Pentecost, because people are not serious, we put an end. No. If it is one person that comes, we'll keep digging. We'll keep what? There are people that will fall by the wayside. Let them fall. Not everybody who started this church we thought is with us. Yeah. Not everybody who actually started this year with us is still even with us. Yes. So if we have lost focus because of going and coming, we will have actually lost focus and never come. The lack of understanding of men should not make you stop doing what is right. Can I hear say amen? Kabalita, filamati kaba, kerikosukotia. Press deeper, dig wells, connect to height and dimensions that will secure your generation. One person can be blessed, just one, and it will reflect on the life of the family. Can I say amen? If you are born into the house of Donald Trump, for instance, just your name, Trump, is a signature to millions. Just one person, properly in alignment with God, and is blessed. It's affected. The same way, just one person carry a curse and is reflecting on the family. Many of us prayed against generational curses before. For the sake of me, I will dig enough well that these children, the children that God will give me, and biological, spiritual, that they will walk on good. They walk on God. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel is the God of the covenant that is living. Pass over to Isaac, pass over to Jacob. Keep passing over, and we are all seed of Abraham. Glory to God. Somebody say, I will dig. I won't be tired praying. I will hand over what is right to the children. My generation must be blessed after me. Rise to your feet. 6:30 tomorrow, don't miss it. We are praying 1 hour in tongues, and then we are going to pray to break. We are going to pray to enter into the new month. In the name of Jesus, your sleep tonight is blessed. As for you, there will be no bad days of any kind. I cover you with the precious blood of Jesus. In the name that is above every other name, you will not take a wrong step that will set your life backward. I hear this in the spirit. You won't take a wrong step that will set your life backward. In the name of Jesus. Go in peace. Return with joy. In Jesus' mighty name. Say surely, God's goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. God bless you. Wonderful night.